All right, let's do this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to a very good, very fun, kind of special edition of the Farmer Cigar Deck Talks. We are back out on the deck. It just seemed fitting because we're kind of celebrating, big celebration actually today. Before we get too much of that, what are we smoking? What are we drinking? The cigar from the Downtown Smoking Club of Lansing. That's right. Their world famous triple barber pole. They have 3 different types of tobacco rolled up in a barber pole. Delicious cigar. As far as the drink tonight, we have 2 drinks. One's not so much fun. Just a glass of water in my Dungeons and Dragons cup. Good tap water. Yeah, that's the cup I usually use when we're playing Dungeons and Dragons with the kids. The rum, it decided, you know what? Let me put in my cigar glass. From Bribery, we have the Panama rum, 5-year. I've been getting into some specialty rums recently. This one has no additives to it. No sugar, no flavoring, no coloring. It has been, we're going to do a little extra. There we go. It has been delicious. Great sipping rum. Highly recommend it. If you're into rums, of course. Let's give this a little taste here. Yep. I'm going to sit on that and sip that most of the night. Delicious rum there. So what's with all the pomps and ceremony and all the specialty? Well, as many of you are probably aware, I play Dungeons and Dragons with my kids. I play multiple role-playing games, actually. We play a bunch of them, actually. Whether it is a mech warrior, cyberpunk, we've done the Serenity or Firefly RPG. We haven't done Warhammer yet. Dungeons and Dragons, any types of tabletop RPGs, I'm more than willing to try them out. We have tons. We have Avatar, The Last Airbender RPG. We haven't done it yet. Hopefully we're going to here soon. I absolutely love it. I love RPGs, role-playing tabletop games. It really does help your children to develop storytelling, develop critical thinking, problem solving. It helps them to kind of branch out a little bit. They can make believe and pretend, which is pretty cool. And I really do enjoy it. I mean, it's just a great experience for my kids. And we've been doing it with them, since Vashman, I think, was 6, maybe 8. On Swedish Compass was 6. We've been playing these RPGs with them. It's one of those things you might have experienced in your life where you just never know not how to play. All my kids will tell you that. They don't remember ever not knowing how to play an RPG. It's a lot like chess. They just don't ever remember a time when they didn't know how to play chess. So anyway, we've been playing it for 14 years at least, probably 12, 14 years we've been playing as a family. And again, the kids absolutely enjoy it. I enjoy it. Well, this January, Homeschooling Mama got me a 12-month-long Dungeons & Dragons campaign. If I remember, I'll try to put the picture up and try to do better. Picture, maybe a link. It's the Scarlet Skies or something like that. I have to actually look it up. Basically, it's you can either do as 12 one-shots, or it can be as a year-long campaign where you're building characters, you're diving into backstories, you're trying to solve mysteries and whatnot. So we got it. I fully intended on running it once a month, doing one campaign a month. But Vashman was off at college. So I felt a little bad. I felt like he was going to miss out on what was going to be a very neat campaign. Not to mention, it was a little tricky to get it to run it. There's also some stuff going on January, February, March. That made it really difficult for me to be in that mode of wanting to, um, play these games with kids. There was a lot of stuff going on at work. We were busy. Um, there's some issues with schooling, of course. So we hummed, we hawed. Finally, it was decided, you know what? Vash Man was coming home. This might be his last summer home. He's going to be graduating with his advanced welding. Swedish Compass herself said this might be her last summer as she's signed for an internship next summer. So I said, all right, guys, let's do it to it. Let's make one epic summer of doing a 12-part Dungeons and Dragons campaign. We're questing, we had specialty characters. Their characters were, they picked their favorite book. And out of that book, they had to pick their favorite character to role play. So, for example, Swedish Compass, she likes to Sherlock Holmes, she picked Moriarty. Wild and Free Wolf really likes the Resident Evil books. There's actually books based on the video game. So she picked Leon Kennedy to play. Vashman liked Journey to the Center of the Earth, so he played Hans. They had to embody those characters and try to play them out if they were actually those characters. And it was just neat. I mean, the kids got into it. They engaged it. They started having fun with it. And they really got into the characters. And we started off doing one a week. But again, life, right? We had kids who wanted to go visit friends for the weekends. Dad had trips he had to go on. We had busy Sundays when we were usually gaming. So basically, boiled down, we're coming to the last week before Vashman and Swedish Compass go off to college. This week, when I post this video, it's the beginning of the end. That's the Monday, their last Monday at home before they take off on Friday to start college full time. So this last week, we actually went up to Houghton. Homeschooling Mama had some trainings with her director's of religious education program. So we said, hey, we're all going to go. Let's make it our last hurrah of the summer. We got most way through the D&D campaigns. We decided let's finish it off. So we did our last, I think it was 5 or 6 campaigns. And we were going to finish it actually while we were in Houghton, but the last 2 campaigns were kind of a part 1, part 2. So I said, kids, let's hit it to it. Let's do it. Part 1, part 2, we'll do 8 hours of gaming. Just really do these campaigns, run those last 2 continuous quests, and have a really good time with it. So that's what we decided. We actually did not do the last 2 campaigns while we were in Houghton. We waited until we got back home, and then we ran part 1 and part 2 of the final big bad battle. It was a lot of fun. Kids had a blast. There was joking, there was laughing, there was sadness, there was crying. In the end, they finished most of the quest, but then they got shipwrecked on an island due to some unfortunate dice rolls. They got shipwrecked on an island where they're now, if we wanted to pick it up again, they could pick it up again. If not, it's kind of a bittersweet ending where they'll now be an NPC probably in a future quest. But I finished the goal, right? We did one last full family D&D adventure. Is that to say that we'll never get together and game again? Probably not. No, we probably will. But this is the last one for sure, right? This is the last one. I know 100% sure Vashman and Swedish Compass will be home here in short order. Wild and Free Wolf will be going off to college before we know it. And Vashman will probably be making a life of his own, right? Doing his own thing, getting a job, getting his own house, getting his own responsibilities. Won't probably be coming home for the summers. Now, granted, if they come home for Christmas and Thanksgiving, we usually do some Christmas and Thanksgiving specific one-shots. Still plan on doing those if we can. If not, oh well, it happens. But you know what? Um, I'm not missing this. That's what I decided. I was going to treat this summer as my last D&D campaign, right? Just in case we, after this summer, we can't get all the kids back together. If we do, it's never the same, right? This is the last time, for sure, we're going to have them all together. Now, I'm hoping, of course, and they did say, Vashman and Swedish Compass said they're going to do everything they can to get back home for another summer, another D&D session. But you know what? Again, I had an opportunity now. I was going to take it. And it turned out great. We had a lot of fun, a lot of laughter, some crying, some tears, some anger. But yeah, it's just the nature of the game, right? I'm just ecstatic that it actually happened. Of course, I'm going to buy the same. It's a calendar based. So I'm going to buy another calendar in January in the hopes that we can run one again. But if it doesn't happen, hey, I won't regret it. I got it in, I got it done. I'll try to make the next one happen. We'll definitely try to plan for it, but if Swedish Compass gets this intern or Vashman gets a banger of a job after getting his advanced welding, I don't want this to be something that stood in the way. I don't want to sit back and wish I would have. That's not how I live my life. I very much live my life as best I can. No regrets. I try not to miss any opportunities. Try to live it to the max. A lot of that was being a paramedic, literally knowing that any day could be my last when I was out on the rig. I continue to try to do that. I try not to miss out on things. I try not to tell my kids, well, we'll do it next time. We'll do it next time. Next time we'll go here or there or wherever. No, let's do it now. Why not? Why not do it now? What are we missing, right? What's the big deal? I've heard many people say, I've driven past the mystery spot 100 times. Oh, I want to stop there before I die. It's on my bucket list. Then stop. I mean, it's on your way. You're literally driving past one of these spots. I've heard many people say, well, we've always done X, Y, or Z, or want to do X, Y, or Z. We pass right by it. I just, we never stop. We never do it. Do it. Right? Stop. Check it out. Try it out. Tomorrow is never guaranteed, right? Sounds cliche. I have treated a number of patients that was true. Now, before any of you run to your phone to text me, no, I'm not dying. No, I'm not planning on committing suicide. No, I'm not planning on anything else bad happening to me or thinking anything bad is going to happen to me. But I've seen too many people who could have easily knocked some of the simple stuff out of the park. The one last, the bucket list, the I wish I would have. They're always stupid small shit too. They don't. Could be easily done. $1,000 in a weekend, that's what I tell people. Most of your bucket list stuff is $1,000 in a weekend. A long weekend. I was corrected, I should put a long weekend. You want to go to Europe? Plane tickets are like $1,000 in a long weekend. You want to stop at a Dolly Parton World? $1,000 in a long weekend. Okay, maybe two for some of these. I will admit, with inflation recently, it got higher. But most of you guys have that on your credit card balance. Many, many, many of you probably have that in your savings. Will maybe take a month or two, maybe 3 of saving up. Making sacrifices, going without alcohol or cigars or whatever it is. So that you can knock something off your bucket list. You can make sure to say, yeah, I did it. I can say I did I did an epic D&D Quest with my kids. If this isn't my last, guess what? Still a great time spent with my kids. We still had an awesome time. Got to share. Got to laugh. But if it is the last time, if everyone moves on and moves out and we can't make it happen because of reasons, what a wonderful gift to give my children. What a wonderful gift to give myself. We were able to do it. Most people will not. Guarantee you, most people out there will not go that one extra step for their children's, for their spouse, for themselves. They will not go that one extra step. And it didn't take much. You know, honestly, it did not take much for us to do this. Planning 2 hours a weekend, 2 to 3 hours a weekend to just be together as a family. Oh no, what a horrible thing. Making one epic day with snacks and pizza and junk food and pop and oh no, what a horrible thing. Did it cost me exorbitant amounts? No. I think the calendar was $30. I probably printed another $30 worth of resin pieces, a couple $100 in snacks, candles from the Goodwill. This is our centerpiece, by the way, from the game. It goes back to when we first moved here. We had a massive power outage, so we played D&D around candlelight. It's one of the kids' core memories. So it's a staple whenever we game to have some sort of candle lit. We even bought an electric one too. It sucks. But yeah, cost me almost nothing. Took almost no time. Hell, the most expensive thing was I was going to buy. They now have a Dungeons and Dragons D20 beer that costs $50. I almost bought it for tonight just to celebrate. I'm still a frugal man. I can't spend $50 on one beer. Sorry. Maybe one day I'll buy one and try it out, but bit pricey for my taste, gonna be honest with you. But yeah, all told, a year's worth of D&D Quest, what, maybe $300 over a year? And a lot of that was stuff I could have scrimped and saved and not done the paper tokens instead of printing off characters with my resin printer, not had epic snack nights. Yeah. The quest itself was, I think, $30. And I hope at least, my kids haven't said otherwise, I've built a wonderful core memory for them, something they'll remember forever. You know what? It was worth it. It's worth making the time for my family, worth going that extra mile. So anyway, folks, I'm going to enjoy my nice cigar, my beautiful glass of rum, and not a bad sunset, actually, as I think about what's next. What am I going to do next? What thing am I going to say, hey, I can put that off till tomorrow, but let's do it today. Let's call into work. Let's not put it off. Let's not wait. That's what we do, though. We don't wait in this family. We do. Anyway, folks, I hope you stop giving yourself excuses for stuff you can and can't do. I hope you just do it. Till then, stay safe out there. We'll see you in the next one.